Hail and well met, friends! Anding here for another episode of the epic story as we make our way through the amazing story that Turbine crafted when we last left off. We've finally made it past the statues and found, among the dwarves, a few rangers. And now we shall talk with them to find out what to do next.
And learn of my troubles.
It is a pity that Cornir could not steel his heart against the watchers of Ramasdoron. The power of the watching stones is terrible. Many of the hillmen tried to flee back through Ramasdulian and perished. We march on, but ere we ever come unto Kandum, where we were beset by orcs and creatures more terrible, Goldia was lost, and our numbers were scattered. The scarce remnant that remains has barely managed to avoid the snares of the enemy for these last few years, but I fear Angmar has grown too strong, and we will not be able to hide forever. I have learned that one party of my kindred has escaped at a place called Gath Frothnir, far to the north, in the eastern reaches of Himbar. Go to them, if you would, and lend them what aid you may. Alright, we are now going deep into Angmar, into the hidden cave, which is up in the north, near the lake. So right now we're all the way down here, and we're going to go all the way up here, on the other side of the cut. The magic of editing. Hidden behind a lake, what a great idea indeed. So, there's Hairval, all the way down there. No idea why he decided to go down there. But, now he's gone. Anyway. Good to see you, horseman. We shall now make our way up here. But first, let's summon Hairball. Make sure that it's good. Alright, that is quite the view from up there. Alright, there's a ranger. Beware of Nimrith, friend. They have been enslaved for so long that all that was good in them is no more.
How can I be of service?
You have come from Cornir, by the way of Braga? Welcome then, and well met. Indeed, we could use your aid. These last few years have seen us nearly vanquished. But it is not for me to tell you of our woes. You should enter within and speak with Eloniel, Goldia's daughter. Very well. I shall speak with his daughter. As I enter into the Thieves' Guild cave. Alright, so they're not the Thieves' Guild, but they might as well be. They're rangers in Angmar. There are criminals in this place. Technically speaking. I do not remember precisely where his daughter is. If I were to guess, I would probably guess wrong, so I'm not going to guess. Lonia's quarters. Sounds promising.
What do you need?
I do not believe good fortune alone brings you hither, my good man. Come, we have much to speak about.
Stay a moment.
If you came from Braga, I have no doubt you heard that my father was lost. He was indeed lost to us, but I do not believe he was slain. I have heard reports from our allies that he was taken captive and is being held within the dungeons of Khan Dim. One such ally, a sympathetic hillman from the hostile eastern tribes named Ragnar, claims he acquired a scroll from the libraries of Khan Dum that tell us how to gain access to the city. If you would meet Ragnar and obtain the scroll from him, it would be a tremendous step towards freeing my father from the clutches of the enemy. Be wary, though. He will be waiting just south of Brag Carnech, a hillman village which lies to the southwest of Garthornir. Most of the hillmen there are in the service of the Iron Crown. Oh my. We have our work cut out for us now, don't we? Alright. To Ragnar we must go. There you are, you're outside the town. In the bushes.
beset on all sides.
You were sent here by the woman from the south? Here, take this scroll. My people are suspicious. I must go at once. The Mongol have seen you. I must flee. Oh no. How dare he send them here. Not even a match. Alright, we shall now take this scroll to Loniel. She will need to know what has transpired. Oh, that's dangerous. That is very dangerous. She just need to know what transpired here, but first we must kill this spider. There we go. I couldn't have done it without hairball. Oh, wonderful webbing. There we go. Now we should take the information to her. Alright, we
What
got
can I
the
do?
scroll. Did you find Ragall? Ah, that must be the scroll he told of. Let me see it.
Would you do something for me?
I fear we may have been deceived, Staffdang. For this scroll is written in black speech, and may say nothing of value. I cannot say, for black speech is not a tongue with which I am familiar. Even so, I would know what this says. Perhaps the elf Lardane may have some proficiency in this writing. He is an old friend of my father's, and is here in Garthranir. Take the scroll to him and ask him of his opinion. If it may help us free my father, then we must learn its secrets at once. Indeed. We must find this elf at once.
Come, Southron, I would have a word with you.
A word. Alright, not in there. We shall find this elf immediately, which is most necessary. Aha, there's the elf.
Grey is the shadow upon my heart.
Alas, but I have never taken the time to learn the cruel mutterings of the orcs. I have no desire to speak with them by any means save my sword. If this scroll did indeed come from Khandum, Elrond Half-Elven may have an interest in it. And he assuredly knows the black speech. Go to Rivendell, and seek out a master of the last homely house. If you would know the answer to your riddle. Solving a riddle with another. Elves. Goodness. Alright. Let's see here. Believe it is time to return to Master Elrond. Very well. Send me all the way back to Elrond. Don't even trust my own translation of it just because I'm a newbie lore master at level 44. I know the black speech. But clearly, they don't realize that, so I'll go back to Elrond just for you guys. Okay, Elrond.
Will you lend me your aid once
What
more?
is this? You were sent by the daughter of Goldir, and by the elf Larding? What a strange fate that has brought you hither. The shadow of Angmar grows with the shadow in the east. Give me the scroll. I will unravel this mystery for you.
Hope is not in vain.
Lorneil's hopes were not wholly in vain, for this scroll does indeed reveal a way to pass the gates of Carndum. The scroll tells of a special key needed, forged of a dire black iron found only in the foul pits of Angmar, and the secrets of its crafting. I believed such a key could be made of mithril, for the strength of Moria silver may overcome whatever resistance the lock may give. Unfortunately, we have not mithril to use. Perhaps you should seek the aid of Lord Dwalin at Thorin's Hall in Eredluin. The dwarves know best the secrets of mithril. It is they you should speak with. I have transcribed the contents of the scroll in Westron. The dwarves should have no difficulty in reading it. Unless they are uneducated, as all dwarves are, in which case the elves will always know better. So please ask them for mithril, and tell them that Elrond Half-Elven's credit pays for it, and we will have our finest elvish craftsmen craft an even better item than what they could even imagine. Of course, there is the chance that they would know the Westron, in which case you can just have them do it. Alright. Now we get to go all the way to Eredluin. Can't believe Elrond didn't even have mithril just laying around waiting for anyone to make anything. Can't believe these stupid elves. Hopefully the dwarves will be better.
What do you need?
Greetings, man! You have come from Elrond of Rivendell. Then you will have the aid of Durin's folk. Let me see that scroll.
Will you help me?
We can forge this key, I have no doubt. But there are some items we need before we can begin. Master Elrond's instructions say that we need mithril, but there is none to be had in the Blue Mountains. Also, you will need something to cast a mold from. Now, one of the gifts Bilbo took back from the Lonely Mountain was a nugget of mithril. I doubt he understood its value, so he probably let it behind when he returned to Rivendell. However, he may have given it to the Matham House in Michael Delving. Perhaps the keeper of the Matham House can help you with that. As for the casting, Alti Spiderbane sent word that Archet guards found a ruined key among the bodies of the Blackwoods. John Brackenbrook may still have it, if their leader was from Angmar, as I have heard. It may be that key is just what we need to cast the mold. So now we're going on wild goose chases looking for mithril gobs and other things. I'm sure that this will go over fantastically. Thank you so much, dwarf. Oh, hey, look at that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the epic story as we begin the 7th book. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out how to make this key so that we can move on to more interesting matters in the near future. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of the epic story.
PVMP and Dang. Subscribe.